Well, you've probably already worked out that in this lesson we're working on Free Fallin' by Tom Petty, or as many of you will know, John Mayer then covered it later on. This is a really great song, and so to start off with, we've got our capo on the 3rd fret. Now we're continuing to work on our chord changes with our G major added into the mix now. So we've got, for this song, D major. Then we've got a G major. Except for this one, we're actually going to take our ring finger up and place it on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then replacing our ring finger down on that 1st string is going to be our pinky on the 3rd fret. And so now it should look like this at the bottom. These 2 strings should have fingers on them on the 3rd fret and then a regular G major. Alright, so it should sound like this compared to our regular. We're adding on that 3rd fret of the 2nd string. So D major, G major, then G, D, and then A major. So you already know that one as well. Of course, they're all relative to our capo on the 3rd fret, which is going to help us play along with the original recording as well. Now in this song, there's all different kinds of strumming patterns we can do, but I'm going to show you 2 different variations. One is quite a beginner one, but it'll really help you just focus on your chord changes. You don't need to worry too much about the strumming. And then one is a little more advanced that'll help you start to work on your up strums as well. So let me just play the riff for you once with our basic rhythm, and then I'll teach you how it works, okay? And that's really the riff that is played throughout the whole song on repeat, okay? So it's not too difficult once you can get your head around that. It's just working out those chord changes. So we're starting on a D major. And we've got 4 beats in a bar, which means we should be hearing 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? So the first 2 bars are going to be on our first beat, D major, 1, 2, 3, and then on the 4th beat, we're going to go to our G major, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go G major again on the first beat of the 3rd bar, and then a very quick change onto the 2nd beat to a D major. Okay, so it would be, so 1, 2, 3, and then we'll move on to a new chord. But before we get to that new chord, I just want to work on the timing with you. Now I have been counting to 4, and I'll admit that that's not exactly the right way to do it, but I'm just trying to help you as we go. The real counting should be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, rather than 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the tempo is actually slower, but we're just playing on the ands as well. So it will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so obviously I'll go through that slowly with you, but to start off with, we're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And then the start of our 2nd bar will be 1 and 2 and then onto an A major and. Okay, so that's after the 2, we're going and. Okay, so hopefully you can see on the diagram that that's going to help you out as well. It will go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that whole thing really slowly, I'd recommend you play along with me. It'll sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now usually when we've got the ands, I've already taught you about up strums, and so our up strums would be on the ands, but it feels a little bit unnatural in this song to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And you'll actually hear that they don't sound like up strums in the recording, and so we're just going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, just keeping it simple with the down strums, and we'll add in some up strums with the more advanced rhythm as well. So let's just work on that a little bit more so we can get it up to speed. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Alright, and that's really going to be repeated throughout the whole song. In the play along, I will play the harder version, but you can just play along with those simple things because it will also work with that. And so you'll see throughout the play along that I've got lyrics there to show you where we are in the song, but that's really all that happens throughout the song. Each verse plays through that chord progression 4 times, same as the choruses, and then we've got one interlude there where it only is played through once. Instrumental has it 4 times as well, but go check out the play along if you're not too keen on the advanced strumming, but we're going to get onto that one now. Exactly the same chord pattern, of course, but our strumming pattern is going to be like this. Now obviously we're not up to that speed yet, but I do want to show you that pattern. It's a little bit different to most strumming patterns because of the down strums that we're using. So we're going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So down, 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 up to end that bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So essentially all that we're doing is at the end of each bar going down, 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 up before we go into a new bar. So putting that together, we'll go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so let's play that together, and we'll start off slowly, of course. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Now let's slow that down one more time just to make sure we've got that right. We'll go even slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... So hopefully you're following along there, and then we'll just start to build up that pace. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Alright, so hopefully you're following along there. That's really going to be the strumming pattern throughout the whole thing. So keep on practicing that one, trying to get up to the right speed, which is 84 beats per minute for those of you using a metronome. And then when we play the play along, it'll also be in that timing as well. So we'll be up to speed there. So you can come and play along there, and you'll see the structure as you go, which will help you out.